Sponsored by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. Join us in preserving and protecting Tennessee's wildlife. All right, welcome back, everyone. We're having entirely too much fun.
That's okay, though. That's what we're here to do.
That's what it's for, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
That's what it's for. Hey, I tell you what. Let's touch quickly because Mark brought his rig, and now we call them spider rigging is the method, but this is called weighted
power corking.
Power corking. So explain to us again what that is, Mark.
Okay, power corking is sort of a takeoff of bass fishing when they're using the big spinner baits and the big jigs. So in this, you'll hardly ever see somebody using 1.5 ounce weight. This is a 4-inch popping style float. The weight and float go together. This thing is the most sensitive little rig you've ever seen. Now on my rig, this main line is tied out. It's a 10-pound test.
Right.
My rig, which we have them ready to go.
You've got bunches of them.
Okay, all different color blades. Right now the popular blade is just the chrome, my standard, and that's this one here. But on your line, you've got a 4-hole bobber stop, and we double it. There's 2 on that line. Then we use a 6mm bead, and the main reason for that is so it doesn't go through that top eye on this pole.
Right.
And then we've got our popping style float, a bead to protect the knot. Then there's a snap swivel, a number 7. My barrel swivel on the rig here is a number 8, size smaller. 8-pound test line on that rig, 1.5 ounce weight. It's loop knot tied on there. You come down, your hook, you've got a size 0 chrome blade, a red bead, and a number 1 mustad hook, Aberdeen, blue steel.
And I want to tell you something, that blue steel mustad is sharp.
It's very sharp. It'll make you put your eagle claws up.
It's the sharpest one that they have.
Yeah, it's a very good hook.
Yeah.
And then, and you can see all the rigging. But until you come out there in that boat and you see how I fish it,
That's right.
you've got half the story with this. The other half is when you come out and see how we maneuver the boat and fish those places and where we choose. When this film was shot, we had just had a big rain 2 weeks before. Everybody started catching them shallow.
Right.
But as that water started going down, clearing up, the fish roll back to their natural place, which is that channel and that timber. Priest has more timber than you would ever believe. Most people think it's gone.
It's not.
It's not. With today's electronics, you can see it. You can see those branches. Like I said, Hugh, you're on the branch.
Yeah.
I was in the center of mass catching them.
Yep.
And the whole deal is knowing where you are. Everything in my boat's on GPS. I run handhelds. Well, this particular pole here is a Bass Pro Shop Crappie Max. And I'm not paid by them or anything. I just like their poles. Same thing, B&M makes great poles too. This has a little bit bigger eye on the end, which makes for a better deal going with my little bobber stops going through them all day.
Right.
Okay, then as far as the different items, that right there are your bobber stops, 4-hole, number 1 mustads.
Now we're gonna put this. We can put this out. I mean, we can let the people know what we're using.
And that's your Eagle Claw snap swivels. But,
okay.
You know,
Hey,
that's,
we got some callers here, Mark. Let's go to
we have on one, Taylor.
Ricky, how can we help you tonight?
Yes, I'd just like to tell the guys how much I enjoy watching their show. I'd like to ask them if they would mind telling all the turkey hunters this weekend in Dixon, Hickman, and Uxbridge counties to kind of keep an eye out for the little 5-year-old boy, Joe Daniels, that's missing. That's
exactly right. And, you know, while they're out there turkey hunting, that's a great thing to be looking for is that kid.
It is. That's a sad situation, but hopefully they can get some help with.
Come out on the good side. We hope so. So keep your thoughts and prayers out for those folks too. And we appreciate you calling, Ricky, and letting us know about that.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you. All right, and we've got Brian. Brian, how can we help you?
Hey, pretty good. My brother, you know, he's from Mount Hope, Arkansas. We're actually both from like Carbondale, Illinois. And he's a great fisherman. I go down there and he comes up here. He says, Brian, this Percy Fish Lake would be great for you. And all I can fish on is like a Zipco and a bobber. And he's like a bass fisherman. And if I catch like a little bass or a crappie, I got to throw it back because, you know, on my limited fishing path. But my brother, he's like a really good guy from Mount Home and Bosho's Lake, and they're like bass fishermen. So, you know, I just like try to have fun, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, that's you sound like me. I'm a typical fisherman. I'm one jerk waiting on another jerk.
Yeah.
So,
and if you're having fun, I mean, that's, you know, you're doing what you need to be doing.
That's all. That's what it's designed for. It's called recreation.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, if it's called, well, we call it fishing because you don't get them all. You just don't.
It ain't always
some
catching.
you got to release, some is too big to
it
release.
ain't always catching.
It ain't always catching. That's true. So, but we appreciate you doing this and appreciate you calling.
Yeah, my brother, he's just a great bass fisherman. You can see him when he lays those lines out. I just stand there and, you know, I just kind of sort of hang out and, you know, throw my line and eat butter and do whatever.
That's right. Well, we appreciate it very much.
Yeah, these guys are fine fishermen, though. You can tell by the way they cast and stuff. Plus, they go to the White River for the other thing that's called trout. And it's really weird. Yeah, I just go down there, Mount Home, Arkansas. I've been going there since I was a kid, and I just sort of hang out. And the amazing thing is, they don't have a lot of fish restaurants. Everybody just like, it's all over the place. They just cook on the side of the lake or whatever.
Oh, we got some other calls. We'll take him, but he's exactly right. Arkansas is full of,
it is.
Just like Tennessee.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got
the White River,
especially.
I mean,
good fish water. And we got who? Russell. Russell, how can we help you tonight?
Yeah, do y'all have any yellow perch in Tennessee water? And if so, where?
Normandy?
Normandy.
But it's very limited. Some of them came in with some loads of bait years ago.
That's right. And they kind of
few and far between.
That papa, and then they got
they're not really a native, not a native species.
They're not a
native here, but things happen.
Yeah.
You know, and he's right. They came in with a load of bait or a couple of loads of bait.
Yeah.
And that's how they got transferred over there. But that's, as far as I know, the only lake that has it.
About 12 inches is about as big as I've seen.
Yeah, about 12 inches, about as big as I've ever seen, too, or ever heard of. So Lake Normandy's got a few. That's just like they said tilapia wouldn't make it.
They said they'll never make it.
They'll never make it.
Those tilapia moved right in there and got
Somebody want to go to the steam plant and see how many made it?
Yeah.
You might even catch a 7-pounder.
That's right.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. So, you know, things happen. People let tropical fish go. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You know, you can't be doing that. Please don't do that. We're telling you not to do it. You know, go ahead and do the humane thing. You know. No, I'm not saying anything. Have we please got another caller? I'm telling you, I done got in the situation, but
you
that's
you set yourself up there.
What about green perch?
I don't know.
No, I haven't seen any.
Don't know any. No.
Now, I will say this: in Kentucky, they got what they call a black perch.
Yes.
And it's in the river systems up there, the Mud River and a few other rivers, smaller rivers, up in Kentucky, and that's southern Kentucky. But they call it a black perch. The green perch, I think, goes on up into northern states and up into Canada.
Yeah.
So,
Indiana, I think, Indiana, Illinois area.
Yeah. So they got them up there, but as far as yellow perch, I think Normandy's it. And I don't think they're further south; they're further north, aren't they?
Yes, it's a
northern.
It's
a
northern
fish. Yeah.
What about? Have you guys been seeing anything else on Facebook about any strange fish? I know that everybody's up in arms about the Asian carp.
Well, as far as crappie go, you know, some people catch what they call like golden crappie.
Yeah.
You know, and I haven't seen it around here, but that's a very unusual looking crappie.
Is it edible? That's the only concern I have.
Yeah, I would say so. It's just some type of genetic defect.
As long as it'll go in grease, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, you need a lot of Asian carp.
Huh?
Asian carp, you need to start eating a lot of those.
Hey, I tell you what, you get one, I'll flay it out, I'll eat it. Hey, we've got Bobby Gentry on here with us too, and we've been talking fishing with more Travis. Let's talk a little bit. Bobby, you and Betty came out with, it's called Fish Goop.
Yep.
And I want to show, you help me here, Brandon.
Sure.
Show a couple of these. Okay, and let's show this first. We got some different fish goop. It's some garlic.
You got garlic, crawfish, and shad.
Yeah, garlic, crawfish, and shad.
And kind of matched up a color with that. So if you've got 3 flavors in your tackle box, instead of having to sit down and read what it is, you'll know the blue is your shad. You'll learn the green pumpkin is going to be your crawfish for them type plastics. And then your garlic can be used all around, just as a cover-up. We use that to eliminate odors on your hands as well as.
Okay, Bobby, we got a caller here. Let's take you. Who is it, Tyler? Tony. Tony, how can we help you tonight?
Yeah, I was just wanting to know, have you heard anybody finding any of them dry land fished mushrooms?
Oh yeah, you talking about dry land fishies?
They've been a few of them up in southern Kentucky. It's been pretty good.
Right here in Tennessee too. Your Tennessee turkey hunters have been showing, hey, you know, while I was waiting for that longbeard to cross that field, I picked up 22 of these.
Yeah. If they're not having any luck turkey hunting, they're having luck with them.
I'm telling you, the morels are out.
I had a friend saying that they wasn't up yet, but I told him I knew they had to be.
Yeah, they are. There's been a lot of people finding them here over the last couple of weeks.
Anytime you see Bradford pears and the dogwood start hunting, the morels are out.
They're out somewhere.
So you can just count on that one.
One more thing, my son called me yesterday, and he was up on above Cheatham. And I don't fish up that way, but anyway, and he sent me a picture of a 40-pound striper that they caught noodling. Caught some shad and put them on some noodles and just, you know, was trying to catfish, but ended up got a 40-pound plus striper.
Noodling?
Yeah, I mean, noodling. Yeah, and I told him, I mean, he striper fished before, but he couldn't believe it.
I mean, you got to be quick, like faster than a minnow can swim a dipper. I mean,
to catch that.
Because a striper's fast.
Yes. It a while.
You know, that's like I don't know if anybody else has seen on Facebook the guy that reaches his hand down and grabs that tarpon.
Yeah.
And he about chews his arm off.
Yeah. I have seen that video.
Idiot. He's an idiot.
That's my vision of this guy catching a striper. Like, oh my goodness. Hey, we appreciate the call and thank you so much. We got to go and do our tip of the week.
All right, thank you.
All right, this week's tip of the week is being brought to you by Davison Farmers Co-op, your hometown store, located right there on Dickerson Road, not far, about a mile off of Briley Parkway. Check them out. They got Miss Laura's got every kind of deal in the world going on over there.
I do. Tip? Getting ready for spring. Yeah, I got a little tip. It's you know how you're always talking about professional overlay.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Gerald Smith, I've been talking back and forth with him. You know, he's up in Carthage, and he was telling me that he had a good idea for guys to avoid professional overlay with their bait casting rigs. So if you're flipping docks, or you know, a lot of times people have problems when they're trying to flip.
Yeah.
So he said, what you want to do when you get out there, get your line flipped out there one good time, pull just a little bit of excess line, and take a little piece of Scotch tape and set it over top of your line, and then reel your spool back in. And then as you're flipping, it'll keep that amount of line set the rest of the day as you're flipping docks, and it won't be able to overlay whenever you throw too much line out of it.
Did you hear that, Bob?
I heard that.
So he said that he's used that for a long time, flipping docks around Cordell Hole and Center Hill, places like that. I know that's where he usually fishes.
It makes perfect good sense.
Yeah, so that's a good way. We want to say thank you to him for calling and talking to me about that the other day. We were actually talking turkey hunting.
Is smarter than the average bear.
We were talking turkeys, and he said, you know, I got something y'all to tell you about. And he told me, I said, well, we're going to share that.
We're going to share that.
So we want to say thank you to him for that. It's a really good tip.
And thanks to all those fine folks up here in Carthage, Tennessee. There's a bunch of Carthage, Tennessee watching this show.
There are.
And we appreciate every last one. Hey, we're going to take a break?
We are. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back with more Southern Woods and Water.